Welcome back, guys, to the final beer review of Sunday. Hope you had a good weekend. Anyone that watched the stream yesterday, Scott Wonders, hope you enjoyed that. Great day. I do apologise, I'm looking a bit scruffy today. Not as well dressed as I was yesterday, it must be said. Anyway, the beer coming up is a brand of beer that I've never had before. So it's obviously a first for me. It's a first for the channel. And this is from Chimay, and it's a bottle of their blonde. The gold label blonde thing. This is the one that they actually brew in the grounds. Well, I think they do all of them in the grounds at Scoutmont Abbey. But this is actually the one that the monks will drink. I believe it's also given to guests that are there. But it's not something that's been readily available to buy, I don't believe, to the general public. But it's out now, or has been probably for a while. I don't know. If I'm wrong on that, correct me. I'm sure you will. So yeah, this is in a 330ml bottle, coming at 4.8%. Picked this up from Beer Hawk, £2.99. So yeah, I'm expecting it to be quite a light blonde. Obviously, if it's what they will have with their dinner, and then go back to work if you like. So obviously, it won't want to be banging back the old 10% stuff, would they? So yeah, typical sort of branding with the old Chimay sort of logo there, and the same on the bottle top, if you can see that. I believe the different beers just have different colour labels, so you tell the difference. Obviously, getting this pack, I've had to get the Chimay glass, so obviously that's why I bought the pack. I thought I'd pick this up as well. So I'll shut the hell up. We'll get on with this beer review. Give you some peace on your weekend. So should be interesting. I mean, blondes at 4.8%. It's definitely at the very low end of blondes, really, of beers. So it will be quite interesting to see how much sort of flavour and body the beer has. But you know, we'll dive in. Let's not knock it. So beer in a glass. We've got a nice amber, burnt orange sort of colour, if you like. There's a bloody whirlwind of carbonation you can't see coming up from the centre of the glass. It's hazy. We've got a good finger of compact white head. It looks pretty bloody decent. So without further ado, let's dive in on the nose and see what we get. Yeah, a slight sweetness there. Fruity floral sweetness. A typical sort of traits this is with a blonde, what we're getting now. Sweetness, fruity, floral, a little bit of that yeasty sort of aroma in there. But just a little bit toned down, really, from your sort of 6.5% sort of blondes that you get, what you get on the nose. So it smells all right. It smells exactly as it should. So let's dive in, see what we get. Cheers, everyone. Well, that's nice. That's nice. And the fact that it's a little bit weaker and lighter really does, it doesn't affect it in any way. The head on this beer, I'm guessing it's the head that's helping that smooth creaminess to it, but gives it a beautiful mouthfeel. Lovely and soft, lovely and smooth. Yeah, it's not a high percent one, so the body's not as heavy, but the body isn't bad. You can, it's still got a little bit about it to make it. It's got enough body there to enjoy it and appreciate it. I'm almost getting fruity floral notes. I'm getting, I swear inside there somewhere, I'm getting a hint of the sneakiest hint of banana. The slightest suggestion of maybe a little bit of caramel in there. And hardly any sort of yeasty taste for me. Yeah, the yeastiness is in there, but it's not that. Sometimes it can be a bit overpowering for me, even though I like it. It can be quite a big prominent taste in the beer, that yeastiness, but But this being that bit lighter, it's a really refreshing, delicious beer. It's got to be said. At a 4.8, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't. How can I put it? Excuse me. You are getting it, I would say, but it drinks like a dream. It's beautiful to drink, and it's certainly one I'd recommend. And I'll tell you what, I'd be quite happy having one of them on my dinner hour. I tell you, while I'm sitting down having a ham butty and one of them, I'd be quite happy with that. This is a lovely beer, I've got to admit. I wasn't expecting it to be as good because it was so light and the low percentage of it, but I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with that for such a light blonde beer. That's got lovely taste, really drinks well, and it's refreshing and a pleasure to drink. So for me, if you see that about, pick it up, because obviously remember it's a Belgium style beer. If you're not, it's your Abbey beer. If you're not into them sort of beers, it might not be your thing. But if you're thinking of trying them, this is probably the ideal sort of beer to try if you want to head down that route of trying these Belgium ales. For me, beautiful. Like I said, if you've had this beer, let me know what you think. I love it. I've popped my point across. A quick shout out to, I believe his name is Gavin James. He does comment on my Facebook stuff. Apologies that I haven't done the red. I wanted to start off on the lower ones, Gav. I know you've asked me in the past about Chimay red, but I'm looking at these and I'm going to work my way up. I'm not sure which one the red is. I'm not sure what the percentage, but I'm going to work my way up with these, so it will be coming along at some point. Anyway, I've gone on far too long. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks for subscribing. Don't forget All the Beer No Idea on Facebook, All the Beer No Idea 1 on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll be back next weekend with some more beer reviews. So, and just quickly before we do go, I've just started brewing the dark fruit cider on the pinter. So I'm going to give that a lot of conditioning time and brewing time. So that'll be coming up in about a month. So that's it. I'll let you go now. So cheers for watching and take care. Cheers.